So, for the last year or so, a lot of misinformation about undocumented immigrants has been spread around by a certain someone. I'll give you a hint. He's the current president of the United States. Anyway, consider this me doing my part to stem the tide of his bullshit. Here are 5 misconceptions about undocumented immigrants. Number 1, they're violent. While there have been numerous instances of undocumented immigrants committing acts of violence, there is no statistical correlation between the presence of undocumented immigrants as a group and increases in violent crime. The violent crime rate in the U.S. has been declining steadily since the early 1990s, and during that same time period, the number of undocumented immigrants in the country greatly increased. In fact, areas with higher rates of immigration tend to have lower crime rates than other areas. And this bears repeating because this is one of the central themes used to justify Donald Trump's recent crackdown on undocumented immigrants, that they represent a dangerous threat to public safety. There is no evidence whatsoever to back that up. Number 2, they're a drain on government assistance programs. This one is false for 2 reasons. First, undocumented immigrants pay billions of dollars a year in taxes, including contributions to Social Security, even though they don't qualify for Social Security benefits. Second, as with Social Security, undocumented immigrants don't qualify to receive most forms of public assistance, including welfare, unemployment, and nutrition assistance. It's kind of hard to bleed a system that you don't even have access to. But where do they get the money that they use to pay those taxes in the first place? Well, maybe some of you have heard about this next one. Number 3, they take jobs from Americans. Undocumented immigrants don't steal American jobs. Many economists argue that it's precisely the opposite. By providing a dependable low-skill labor force for agriculture, construction, the service industry, and other fields, they actually create more jobs by enabling businesses in those sectors to grow and expand and hire people to work in more highly skilled areas. Let's also not forget that due to their precarious legal status, undocumented immigrants are the most exploited members of our labor force. They work in poorer conditions for lower wages than legal residents or citizens have to endure. Instead of blaming them for our problems, more of us should be trying to help them with theirs. Number 4, they're pouring across the border in unprecedented numbers. Yes, the open borders argument. People are streaming into this country like never before. We have to restore law and order at our borders. But while the number of undocumented immigrants did greatly increase through the 1990s, since the year 2000, that number has been decreasing thanks to a combination of fewer illegal border crossings and more deportations. The nightmare scenario described by Donald Trump of millions of people flooding across the border without authorization is ignorant, baseless, racist, fear-mongering propaganda. And so is this next bit. Number 5, they're all criminals. The thing is, they're not all criminals. According to United States law, unlawful presence in this country is not a criminal offense. It's a civil offense, and it's punishable by deportation, not by incarceration. Unlawful entry into the United States is a crime, but it's a misdemeanor, and it carries a maximum penalty of a $250 fine and up to 6 months incarceration. And many undocumented immigrants did not even commit that crime because they arrived in the United States legally and lost their legal status when their visas expired. So no matter how you look at it, undocumented immigrants are not criminals merely by virtue of their presence in our country. And their presence in our country is a fact. They're here. The overwhelming majority of them came here to work and build better lives for themselves and their families, and they contribute to our society in ways most of us don't even realize, let alone appreciate. They deserve our respect, our compassion, and to be treated with humanity, not to be vilified and scapegoated. The hardest part's picking only 5. Catch you next time. Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron. Thanks for watching.